Well, welcome everyone. It's Kirok here, and we're gonna do an unboxing. I know there's a million of them out there, but we're gonna do it anyways. I don't really care. I'm just gonna enjoy my console for me. And what console is that? The Nintendo Switch 2. That's right. Stood in line 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. by the time I had it in my hands. And then on the way back to the car, we had to go out from outside the mall. It was raining. It was raining and I got soaked. Thankfully, they put some good packaging. Hopefully, we won't open this and find liquid damage. Ha! That would be great. So, you guys can see here, I ended up picking up the console itself and a couple of games. I got Hitman World of Assassins Signature Edition, as well as Cyberpunk, and this one I think has everything. It's the Ultimate Edition, which has the Phantom Liberty expansion. I ended up picking up a Pro Controller and an extra charger as well. So I'm not going to open the games, but I do want to point something out with the games. The game, the Cyberpunk game has the full game on the cartridge. So it's, I think it's a 64 gig cartridge. I might be wrong. Actually, I think I am wrong. The game is something on the website is like 70 plus gigs. But either way, CD Projekt Red, who makes the game, splurged and went for the cartridge that's big enough to hold the entire game. While whoever makes this, I'm not even sure who it is that makes it, you'll notice at the bottom here there's a little tag, and it specifies that the developer decided to go with a smaller cartridge, and this cartridge in here acts as a key. So essentially the game is not on here. You just basically pop it into your Switch, and it acts as a authorization or serial that you've legally purchased the game, and it allows you to download it and play it. And it must be in the Switch when you're playing it. It is your key. And it even says it. It says game key card. So you got to watch out. If you're a collector, you got to go and make sure that when you're collecting games for your library, that if this is something that affects you, you might not want to purchase that game. Hopefully we don't as collectors, and that way it pushes them to put the full game on the cartridge, but we know where that's headed. So I'm not opening these guys. I just wanted to point that out. I'm going to put this aside, let it fall to the ground. Here's the console. We're going to open the console shortly. I want to start with the adapter first. Nothing major there, just an adapter. Let's see, there's seals on the side. Got my knife. Come on. And it should open right there. So I like having a spare adapter just so that I have one hooked up to the dock that comes in here. And the other one I can have on the bedside when I'm playing. And if I'm running low on battery, I can just plug it in while I'm playing. So you got the cable. So it's a USB-C to USB, USB-C to USB-C cable. And then there's the actual wall wart or adapter itself. Pretty cool. Let's see. Up to 60 watts it looks like. So it's up to 60 watts charging. I don't know if that's considered a fast charger. I'm going to have to play around and see how long it takes to go from empty to a full charge. So I'm going to take these guys, place them aside, and we'll get into the Pro Controller. Okay, we're going to crack open the Pro Controller. Initially, I wasn't going to get the Pro Controller, and I remember hearing that the Pro Controller, the old original Pro Controller, it works with the Nintendo Switch 2. I have a couple of those. I might play around with it and check. Actually, you know what? Let me grab it. I'll be right back. So here I have the original Pro Controller. There it is there, a little close-up of it. It's been a great controller. It's actually super, super comfortable. And I've never really sat down for a gaming session and had the battery die on me at all. So we're going to pop open the package for the Pro Controller 2nd Gen, if you want to call it that. There we go. Pop that guy open. Come on. Wow, it's in there pretty good. There we are. I'll toss that aside. So it comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable. interesting. I guess the USB-A end goes into the dock. Probably we haven't looked at the dock yet. And of course the USB-C end will probably plug into, let's toss that, the controller itself. And there is the controller. Yep, so it's got USB-C on the top. Let's do a quick comparison. So I'm not reviewing anything, but I do have some things just to compare. I want to see how they compare to other, like the console itself and the controller, as you can see. Pop that on the side. Pop that over there. And it looks almost the same. It's very similar. They went with a smooth texture on the end here, where here it had kind of like a little bit of a pitted texture. I love the change in the color. I actually really like that on the front end. And does this have any battery power? No, this thing's been sitting around, so it doesn't have any battery power. But I think it has the lights. Yeah, so it has the lights on this end, on the old Pro controller, but it looks like they moved the lights to the front end. That button looks like a sync button. I'm not sure. Maybe that LED lights up when it's charging. And there is an audio port, 3.5mm jack audio port on the bottom, while the old one did not have one at all. Oh, it feels pretty good. It's nice and it's a solid feel. Wow, those joysticks are nice and smooth. Wow, okay. You can hear that. It feels springy, but this doesn't feel springy. This feels muted and very, very smooth. Very nice. I love it. I think it feels great. I can't wait to use it. Oh, yes, and the other thing that's different, they added those little paddles. I guess you can, I don't know if games will support them out of the box or if you have to go in and program them per game or on console. I would imagine in console, like in the console settings, you'd probably have to set those up. That's the new Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch 2. All right, let's get to the pièce de résistance, the Nintendo Switch itself. All right, here we go. Where's the opening? Oh yeah, okay. So that guy comes up right there. Then allows this to open like so. There's a set of instructions right on the very top flap. Number 1, plug it in. Number 2, set it up. What else does it say? Let's see. Plug it in. So it's telling you specifically to plug it into the AC with the AC adapter. Some configurations may vary outside the US. When attached to the Nintendo Switch 2 console, the Joy-Con 2 controller batteries will also charge. Yes, we know that. And then it talks about detaching the magnetic Joy-Cons as well as pressing the power button to wake it up and put it to sleep. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is it, eh? So that's the, wow. That's much bigger. It's actually quite big, quite a lot bigger. Let's pull it out. I don't mind getting it messed up with fingerprints. I did buy a screen protector. I'll apply it later after I verify that all the pixels are working properly. But that's the system itself. That's the console itself. Switch 2. Nice. I'll power it up at the very end of the video, but I'm not going to set it up or anything like that. I'm going to do that on my own time. So, a quick little go around. There's the blue section with the connector that goes to the Joy-Con. There's the red section with the connector that goes to the Joy-Con. Top, so from the screen to the top, we have a power button on this side, volume rocker, plus and minus, a vent for heat, USB-C, 3.5mm jack, and the game cart port. Oh, that's cool. It just comes out, slots back in. On the bottom, so let's go like that. We have, looks like speaker holes, vent holes, or these are probably intakes, and I'll bet the top is the exhaust. USB-C, and then we have on the back, oh, that's the kickstand. Oh, it's pretty nice. It's very thin, not flimsy at all. I love it. Although I think I like the OLED version a little better. Let's leave it on the table here. Grab the controllers. There is a dock. So there's the power adapter that comes in the box itself with the cable. I'm gonna leave those alone. Oh yes, there is the little skeleton for the Joy-Cons to drop into. It doesn't charge them, unfortunately. So if you prefer a controller or don't have a Pro controller, you can slide them in here. There's your blue, there's your red or orange, and use it as a controller. I'll put that aside. And over here it looks like all of the documentation, your power cord that plugs into the wall wart. And then these guys are your two little slide-on attachments to the Joy-Cons themselves. Actually, I'm going to leave those, but that allows you to use the Joy-Cons as a mouse. Here are the Joy-Cons. It's a red one, blue one. They feel great. You know, honestly, I think they're bigger. We're going to compare in a second, but I don't feel it. It just feels like a Joy-Con, what a Joy-Con should feel like. I'm going to place the new Nintendo Switch 2 on the side, and what I'm going to do is grab my Joy-Cons from my previous Switch. So I have the OLED Switch, and there's the Joy-Cons there. Quite a difference. When you put them side by side, it's pretty apparent. I honestly, wow, a little dusty. I honestly didn't notice the difference in size until seeing it. Oh, it makes a big difference too in feel, in terms of feel. So that's the left one. That's the right. Oh, sorry, that's the left one too. So here is my Nintendo Switch. There we go. My Nintendo Switch OLED, and comparing that to the body of the new one, that kickstand, it's a lot thinner, lighter, but it's still pretty sturdy compared to the kickstand on the Switch. I really like this better. I don't know why, but they both do the job. So let's pop these guys on. And as you know, on the older one, it's just a rail system. Slide it in and it clicks, and I did that backwards. Let's do that again. Bottom, that goes on the other side. A rail system, slide, click, and there's your Switch. And let's try these, because these are the magnetic ones. So, which side is which? This side is red, red and red, or orange. Oh my God, it just clicks on. There's no rail, no nothing. It just goes on. And let's see, that's pretty solid. I can't even pull them off. There is a button on the side here to press, and it just pops off. Press, and it just pops off. Wow, that is way better. And you know what? It's not that hard to line it up, because I was concerned about this little fin, I guess you want to call it, getting broken or dented, but it's pretty solid. That's awesome. So there's the two systems side by side, kind of. Wow. Another comparison. There is the PS Portal. It's about the same, I would say, with the PS Portal in terms of the screen. No, the screen is larger. The screen is larger on the Switch 2. And let's see, hold on. There's the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, definitely bigger than the Steam Deck. So much larger than the Steam Deck. That's pretty cool. And one more I have. I don't think it's going to beat this one. I have my Lenovo Legion Go, and it is a pretty close comparison. Actually, I think they're the same. That's pretty sick. The Legion Go, by the way, has the same kind of trick up its sleeves. That's one of the things I like. You can actually pull that off, just like Joy-Cons. Pop them back on. The popping on of these are a little trickier though. There we go, clipped in. And it has a fin on the back, which is way more sturdy than both the Nintendo Switch 2 and the original OLED. Not the original, but the OLED version. But anyways, let's get back to this guy. I can't believe it. I have it. I'm gonna start hooking it up. I think there's a day one update. I'm gonna run those updates and patches or whatever they are, and then probably load my games on it and try playing with it. I'm really eager to see how it plays on a 4K television and in handheld mode. I play a lot in both modes. I didn't pull out the dock. So here's the dock. Nice. Nintendo Switch 2. Does this pop off? I imagine it does. I didn't read the instructions. Let's break it. Oh no, it's coming off. Yeah, it comes right off. It has an AC adapter connector right there. AC adapter, HDMI, LAN. And the LAN is a full-size Ethernet, not some stupid dongle between USB and Ethernet. Nice. Very nice. Let's dock it and call it the end. Oh, the other way. There we go. There we go. Close this up. Beautiful. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed that. I can't wait to fire this thing up. I will go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.